This is Dr. James Owens with Dare to Dream Leadership Consulting Firm. And what a great opportunity it is to share with you some leadership skills that I believe that will help you be the best that you can be for yourself and for your team. It's very important that we as leaders always find ways to be better leaders. There are always ways that we can become more effective. And I'm going to share with you three elements of effective team leadership that I think that will help you. In fact, I know that they will help you become a better leader. It's very important that we as leaders never get to the point where we think we know it all, because it's that point that we fail. So listen, buckle up. There's going to be three tips that I'm going to give you that I believe will help you go far as a leader. Number one, a leader empowers team members. It's very important that we understand that we cannot be successful alone. It takes us including others on the team and making them feel like their voice counts, their gifting counts, their abilities count. They have input. They have skin in the game. So it's important that we empower them with not only the tools that they need, but also the encouragement that they need along the way. Empowering others should be one of your most important objectives as a leader. Your job is to help your team learn and succeed. And I want to stress learn, because we need knowledge, we need the tools, and we need the skill sets to be effective and efficient. And I want to say that again. We need the skill sets to be effective and efficient. That starts with daily motivation, relationship building, showing respect, and co-creating solutions to problems when they arise. I want to talk a little about co-creating. It's important that you become a team on every level in the game of your leadership skills. Teamwork, I used to always say this, makes the dream work. It's a true saying. It's not just some hype up saying. Teamwork literally does make the dream work, and we must make our team members feel that they have a voice. We must allow them to experience the ambiance of teamwork to the extent that you give them the green light to move forward in their talents and their gifts. What does this take to make them feel important, make them feel a part of the team? Number one, encouraging your team members. It's very, very important that you encourage them, because as team members, we want to feel as though that we are making a difference. And sometimes all your team members need is some encouragement. The next one is motivation. It's important that we motivate them to get things going. Sometimes they just get stuck in a rut and they need a little motivation, okay? And being kind, but also being honest in our communication with them, okay? The next element I want to share with you is focusing on team development. Focusing on team development. Paying attention to what team members want to learn. This is important, because you may have something or things that you think they should learn, but they probably have some things that they also want to learn. Sharing your wealth of knowledge is just one of the many traits of a strong leadership. A good leader not only develops themselves, but also helps others grow. This is always important for CEOs and leaders of companies and leaders in business and schools, or whatever you do in your life, in the department of your life, that you should always have learning opportunities for your team members. Paying attention to what your members want to learn. Using mistakes as teachable moments. It's we used to call it in the military on the spot training. Oftentimes you don't have to have points in times where you have planned training. Sometimes it's just on the spot. You see a mistake and you correct it and you train right on the spot. And then through giving constructive criticism, even when it's hard. This is something that we all don't like to do at times, but sometimes we need to give constructive criticism in a very discreet way, where we're not making a person putting them in a bad light. And the third thing I want to share with you, the final tidbit of information, is an effective leader shows high emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to control and express your emotions, as well as handle interpersonal relationships. And this is a key element to strong leadership. Strong leaders inspire and guide others rather than direct them. this is so important. You know, we want to, as leaders, we want to make people feel as though that they are part of the team. And one of the ways that we do this is that we leaders, as leaders, we guide them rather than direct them. You know, it was used to be back in the day that we had bosses, but nowadays we live in a different culture, and people want to feel as though that they have a skin in the game. They have something to say. It's in my doctoral studies is followership. In other words, you empower your team to be an authority in the area that they're leading in, or that part that they're taking in. They are the authority, and you give them a say so as far as the decisions being made on the team. Okay, so it's very important that we are uh, have a high intelligence, emotional intelligence. One, considering how your team members may be feeling. That's one. Two, examining how your words or actions may affect others, and three, holding space for others, how others may feel about a situation. These are very important and key elements in showing high emotional intelligence. Being having that intuitive sense to be able to discern how your staff is feeling or where they are, so that you can administer that guidance that they need for that moment in time. So listen, I hope these three elements will give you some insight, to give you some insight on how to be more effective, some insight on how you can take an approach to lead your team into victory. We all ultimately want to win. It's about winning. It's about making a difference. And throughout your career as a businessman or teacher or whatever you do in life, you want to always push the envelope in your leadership development. You always want to push the envelope in your knowledge and gaining knowledge on how to be a better leader. And sometimes we'll have to make those adjustments in leading. Sometimes we'll have to pardon ourselves, and we'll have to admit when we're wrong. This is huge in being a leader. You have to, at times, admit that you are wrong and take the hit. It's important that as leaders, we're transparent. And when we drop the ball, we admit that we dropped the ball. These are some things that gains trust. You want your team to have trust in one another. And the only way that we can have trust on the teams that we're leading is to be transparent and also be able to admit when we fall short. Okay, so listen, this is Dr. Owens. I hope that these tidbits of information will encourage you to broaden your mind, broaden your scope of understanding, and empower you to be the leader that you're chosen to be. This is Dr. Owens saying that, listen, you got what it takes. Keep moving forward. And don't forget, hey, listen, it's right there. Just keep pressing until you reach your goals. God bless you. Take care. Amen.